Hey Hannah, I had a horrible dream last night. Horrible.
Really? What was it about?
No, I can't tell you because it might become true. So I'm not going to tell. I'm just going to tell you I had a horrible dream. That's it.
No, you have to tell me. Like, I heard that you have to tell, otherwise it'll come true.
No, it's the opposite. Trust me. So, do you dream a lot?
Uh, well, yes. I usually remember my dream every day, but I forget it, so I don't really remember it now.
Oh, because, I've been reading a lot about dreams because lately I've been dreaming a lot. And people said that you dream every single night. But the difference is whether if you remember the dream or not. So do you know that?
Yeah, I read something similar to that. I heard that you dream 7 dreams, like 7 different stories.
7?
Yeah, and you only remember the 4th and 5th dream.
Why is that?
I don't know, you only can remember the 4th or 5th, so that's why sometimes when you have a dream, there are many different stories.
So that means if what we read is true, it's like we dream every night, and every night we dream 7 different stories.
Yes. And I heard it's good if you write your dreams down while you remember it, and it's really interesting.
Yeah, it is. But even if you remember the dreams, because that has happened to me, you wake up, you remember the dream, but really quickly and really soon you forget the dream. Has that happened to you?
Yeah, that happens to me a lot. That's why I think I really should keep a diary of my dreams, because I heard a lot of things that you dream about can be hints for your life or what you're thinking.
Oh, that's really interesting. So, well, I think I'm going to get a notebook or something and keep it, on my bedside table.
Yeah, me too. So, how much do you sleep?
Well, I think I sleep a lot. Usually at least 8 hours. I think that's the usual for me. How about you?
Oh, really? About 6 hours, I guess. If I have 6 hours, that's enough.
6 hours. Is that enough?
Yes, normally because I sleep late and I have to get up early, so 6 hours is enough for me.
Well, if I sleep 6 hours, I will definitely take a nap after lunch. Do you take naps?
Well, it depends. If I don't have any class, I would sleep, but normally I don't.
Wow. How about the weekends? Do you also sleep like 6 hours?
I know. I sleep a lot on Saturdays because I normally don't have anything to do, so I will recharge my batteries and just sleep all morning.
How about Sundays?
Sundays, I normally get up early and do something and spend my Sundays with my friends or go out. How about you?
Well, the bad thing is on Saturdays and Sundays, I still get up quite early. So I don't get to sleep more than the week. But since I still, I sleep 8 hours every day. So I think that's enough. And if I'm tired from the week, I think I can still take a nap and that will, fix it. So, yeah, I think I sleep a lot, like more than a lot of people.
That's good.
Yeah, it is.
So Anna, you're from Portugal. Can you tell me a little bit about your country?
Yeah, sure. Portugal is a really small country, actually. It's right by Spain in Europe, and we have really nice weather there. It's really sunny most of the year and really hot in summer. It can get really cold and really rainy in winter. But yeah, overall, it's a really nice country to live in.
And I've heard you have nice beaches in Portugal.
Yes, we do. I used to go to the beach every day with my family in the summer. It was really great. But the beaches can get really crowded, lots of people. So you might want to be a bit careful when you choose where to go.
All right, I see. And where do you live in Portugal?
I live in a small village, actually. You probably don't know it. It's called Palmela, but it's south of Lisbon and it's by the coast, so it's really nice. We get a nice view of the mountains and of the rivers, so I really enjoy living there. It's really quiet, not a lot of people, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
wine farms actually, and really nice food. You should come
Ooh,
and visit
I
sometime.
like wine. Um, and so you have good wine in Portugal. What sort of food do you eat in Portugal?
Let's see. We get a lot of fish,
Mm-hmm.
because we're by the sea, and so codfish is a traditional, and sardines
Ooh, I
and
like
mackerel.
sardines.
Yeah, it's really good, and we also have really good desserts. So, for example, coffee cake, yogurt cake. We've got pastel de nata, which is kind of a egg tart thing. So I really recommend you try that with our coffee when you go there.
All right. And you speak Portuguese as your first language?
Yes, I do. I speak Portuguese. It's not the same as Brazilian Portuguese, but it's really close and we can understand each other. So that's
All
really
right.
great.
And can you understand Spanish as well?
Yeah, I can understand a little bit of Spanish, but there are some differences between Portuguese and Spanish. So,
How do you say hello in Portuguese?
oh, you can say hola.
Hola.
Yeah, it's fun. You should learn some Portuguese.
Oh, I'd love to. So Anna, you're from Portugal, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, because I'm actually thinking of going to visit Europe this summer, and I thought Portugal would be a great place to visit.
Oh yeah, Portugal is great, especially in the summer. It will be really warm, and you can go to lots of places in Portugal. You can go to the north, where we have a lot of mountains, and you can do all kinds of activities like archery and horse riding.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Well, actually, I was thinking of going to the beach. Can you give me some advice for what's the best time of year to go when perhaps there are not too many tourists around?
Oh yeah, if you want to avoid tourists, you should definitely not come in August. August is really crowded and there are just so many people in the south of Portugal. You can try to come in June. June
All
is
right.
already warm, but there are not too many people, so it will be easier for you to find accommodation. There are some really nice hotels and hostels around. So, what kind of place were you thinking of staying in?
Well, actually, I don't really mind too much. I think I'd like to see what it's like to maybe for normal people in Portugal, what it would be like to go on holiday and have an authentic Portuguese experience. So maybe I I don't really want to stay in a big international hotel. What's a typical Portuguese place to stay in that's nice for a summer holiday?
That's interesting. Yeah, in that case, you should definitely avoid the big hotels or any
Mm-hmm.
hostels. There are some apartments that you can rent, so you can just live in an apartment by the beach.
All right.
And yeah, they're just in a normal building with other Portuguese people, but you can rent it and stay there, and it's really close to the beach. It's like a 1 minute walk, so it will
Really?
be really convenient for
And
you.
is this is by the Atlantic Ocean?
Yes, yes, it is.
All right, that's sounds like a very good idea, staying at an apartment. How much should I budget for that?
Hmm. I am not really sure. It will probably be a bit more expensive
Mm-hmm.
than a hotel,
Really?
but not in the long term. You can pay about 30 euros per night, I think,
Wow, that's
for
cheap.
a nice location. Yeah. If you come with friends, though, you can also rent a villa. We have some villas also by the
Does it
beach.
have a swimming pool?
It does have a swimming pool, and
Wow,
they have plenty of rooms. So if you want to come with a big group, that's definitely a better option.
that sounds like a great idea. I can invite my colleagues along. So, do you have any final tips for me for my holiday in Portugal?
Well, I mean, if you want to stay in the south, in the Algarve, then I definitely recommend you check out the nightlife. It can be really lively, and there are night markets and where you can buy lots of souvenirs and people just hang around. So I definitely recommend that.
Okay, and what was the name again? The Algarve.
The Algarve, yeah, that's the southern part of Portugal, so you
Ooh,
can't miss it.
gotta remember that. Thank you very much.
Hey, Michael, I heard your mom is a zoologist. What is it exactly?
A zoologist. Well, that's true. She is a zoologist. Um, so a zoologist is someone who studies animals.
Oh, interesting. So, does she study all animals or does she focus on a specific animal?
Well, she's worked at university studying animals for a long time. So she's worked on many different kinds of animals, but at the moment she's studying South African tortoises.
Oh, interesting. Do you have any tortoises in your house?
Yeah, actually, we have more than 40 tortoises
More than
in our
40,
garden.
wow.
Yes, people are always very surprised when they visit and they see all our tortoises.
So, do you know a lot about tortoises as well?
Um, I don't know very much about them, but I mean, my mom's always got them around the house, or she's often busy with some sort of tortoise-related activity, and so sometimes as a high school kid, I got home, and she would be have a tortoise in a pregnant tortoise, a female tortoise with eggs inside, and in order to monitor these eggs, she would have it in a bath of water with an ultrasound scanner and a screen up on the dining room table. So
Wow, that is really
I had a
interesting.
very interesting childhood with all of these animals and things around the
Oh,
house.
that's great. Did you have any other pets?
Um, yes, we've always had a couple of dogs, and I like cats, so I've got my pet cat at home.
Wow, that's really interesting.